I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Alright everyone, I believe I got all the parts now. They're on order and they're on their way, so this ought to be fun when all the stuff starts arriving. I hope the wife's not here when it comes in, but everything's on order. New timing chain, camshaft, lifters, push rods, rocker arms, spark plug wires, a new ignition coil. I want to try to give this as much spark as I can. New spark plugs, because the cylinder heads I'm getting require like a different type of spark plug, a different type of gasket set. So a fuel pressure regulator. The one is kind of built into the intake manifold here. It's kind of underneath the tune port, and it won't transfer to the new intake manifold, so I had to get a new fuel pressure regulator. And that should be it. Got a couple parts from Rock Auto, a new belt. I figure I'm taking that old serpentine belt off. Who knows, it's probably original. It looks pretty stretched. The marks on the tensioner appear to be all the way over. So I also have the knock sensor and the pigtail coming from Rock Auto. And that should be it as far as I know. I don't think I'm missing anything. If I am, it's going to be minor, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. I mean, I really thought long and hard about all the parts that I need. And I think I have everything coming over, so now we're just going to be in a process of going ahead and doing it. And I'm going to kind of change. I noticed that I'm doing a lot of talking, you don't see anything, so now I'm going to go back to strapping the GoPro on my head and giving you like a better view. And I'm going to try to narrate as I work, so let me know how you think, what you think of this new process. So anyhow, I'm going to go see if I can't get this header on the passenger side. I got the dipstick tube out of the way. I've already taken, I don't know if I mentioned before, I've taken the knock sensor out. It's in a water jacket and water flows out, so I let that drain overnight. So we're going to go ahead and see if I can't fit that in, and that'll tell me if I need that cherry picker or not. Alright everybody, welcome to the bottom of my Camaro. I just kind of noticed how this brake line here is rubbing. That, it's not good. I never noticed that when I bolted up, but I guess because I was on the other side. Maybe I can loosen that just a little bit, move it, and not introduce any air in the system. So I have to check the other side. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more hands-on and show you what's going on during this process, so you can kind of see what you go through to do this. Alright, this is going to be hard with this GoPro on my head, but okay, so basically now I have all the spark plugs out, the exhaust manifold's out, the dipstick tube is out. It's about anything that could be in my way is moved, and we're going to see if we can still, if we can get these things to slide up in here. And see, and this is why I'm scratching them, because they're hitting the frame. But oh, that feels good. That feels good. Wait a minute. Oh, damn it. Come on. Come on. Wait, I might have it here. I might have it. I might have to go up top and figure out where this thing is. Look at that. I got it. Dang it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. It went in. Woohoo! Alright, so the thing that was holding me up was the dipstick tube. Oh, awesome. Look at that. Let's go throw like 2 bolts in it to hold it in place. So the headers even came, oh, you probably can't see them. The headers even came with these really pretty nice stainless bolts too for the headers. And like I said, I just want to throw like 2 of them in here just to kind of lock them up a little bit. There we go. Kind of see, this is the hardest thing, is trying to get the damn light to shine where you need it. Oh, come on. Wow, this gets heavy. Oh, that's going to be fun when I actually have a header gasket in there that I'm fighting to keep it on point. So, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now we'll be able to go underneath and see if this knock sensor is going to need adjusting or not. See, there's supposed to be a plastic tip right here that locks on the harness. And then let me see if I can find the harness for you. That is what's left of the knock sensor harness. As you see, there's nothing there to keep it waterproof. There's nothing there to connect to anything. It's just kind of totally shot. And then the sensor itself, okay, goes straight up in here. I'm not sure if I can reach it. I'm thinking it looks like there should be enough room. I should be okay. I know it's hard to, it's straight up there. I'm not sure. See, the problem is the GoPro and the light are competing for space, but it's straight up there. But I do think, let me show you up here. Straight up next to the orange wire, just to the right of the orange wire, you can see a hole. You maybe see some fluid leaking out. That's right where the sensor fits, and yeah, there's plenty of room actually for it. Awesome, yeah. Cool. So it's right underneath that minus on the thing. Let's see if I can get it from up top. Look at how pretty that is. Look at that. That's gonna flow so nice. But let's look around for any other interference. Of course, these things aren't tight yet. So it looks like I might have a problem with this torque converter cover. It's plastic and the header's definitely hitting that. I'm not sure if when I tighten it, it's gonna get any better, but it definitely looks like it's gonna hit it. I guess worst case, it's just gonna melt a little bit. I don't know. And I already had somebody. Let me get the light. Tell me about. Recommended I get a smaller starter motor because the heat soak from the headers. It is extremely close to the starter motor. We'll wait and see. This ceramic coating is supposed to reduce some of that heat soak. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that looks like that might be on the heads, right? Yeah, about like that. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be very tight. It looks like it should be okay. Should be alright. Man, I like these headers. This is really, really nice. Look at that. Alright, let's go see. Wow, there's the knock sensor with the harness right there. I mean, that's the knock sensor without the harness. So, wow. That might, that might get kind of close. Guess I'll have to wait and see. That's not even threaded in all the way, too, so the sensor can go in a little bit more. Wow. Yeah, might have to redo that. It's gonna be awful close to that. Okay. Trying to find power for the 3-wire O2 sensor. Right here I have a harness off one of the relays on the firewall, and what I'm looking for is that to go to 12 volts. When the fuel pump is primed, it gets the fuel pressure and turns off. This should drop back down to 0, and then we know we have the right wire. It won't do without the damn relay on there. Shit. Alright. So the forums are right again. They said it would be this second relay that is right here. There's one here, one here. There's actually a third one there, but they said it was the second one. And they said look for this gray wire. So what I did is I just used one of these kind of T-taps to give me access to that wire, and then I was able to put my probe for the meter in there, and that confirmed what I'm looking for. Awesome. It's nice when someone before you has done this work and they share that wealth of information. It was on the 3rd Gen forums. He took really nice pictures of the relays and what wires to tap out and all that stuff. So thank you for saving me a lot of work trying to find a wire. It's something you really don't want it coming out of the ignition, because then you don't want the O2 sensor getting hot. If there's no exhaust flowing through it, you'll overheat and destroy your O2 sensor. So basically, if your fuel pump is running, the engine should be running, and as you can hear, the car even knows if it's not running or anything like that. It turns the fuel pump off, so that's exactly what we want. Alright, so I'm going to go work on this a little bit, get it wired up, and we'll check back in a little bit. Alright, check it out. Look at how bright everything is. I got one of these LED lights from Harbor Freight. Picked it up today. Nice. Puts down. So I was so tired of not being able to see anything when I was working this whole area. I couldn't see stuff in the toolbox. I couldn't see into the engine compartment because the lights for the garage are past the camera. They're about in front of the door. Not very good, but check it out what Santa FedEx brought today. Remember I said I was going to do away with the air pump. It's emissions, and I'm not going to need it because I don't have the air tubes anymore. And I don't want to carry that heavy air pump, and I don't want to have it sitting there spinning, so here's a bracket that takes its place and just has a dummy pulley to take its place. I found ways that you could just reroute the belt. You needed a different belt, but I don't know, I think it's just cleaner to keep the original belt and just use something to bypass it. So parts are coming. Alright everyone, it's that time again to go ahead and wrap up the vlog. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. If you're here in the US or if you're a US citizen celebrating Thanksgiving, hopefully you had a good one. Got a great big box of parts here. I'll reveal all that to you on the next video, so make sure you subscribe so you can see all the stuff and you know when I'm putting it out. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you're alerted. If you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, links are down below. Make sure you do that as well. I only got the headers kind of mocked in there right now. It's time to take them off, start getting this engine tore down so we can get down and start putting in some of these parts. And then when we get those heads and intake, we'll be able to get this thing on the road running, sounding good, do the dyno and find out how much more power we added to her. So make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, spread the word. Let's help grow this channel. Again, everybody, thanks for watching. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in the next one.